5 seconds to go. Start. If you go through the list, you will see the contribution of the Muslim community to the Indian freedom struggle. Pierre Ali Khan is only one name. There are hundreds of others who have sacrificed because they, at least a large section, had never considered themselves to be different from anybody else. There are certain Nawabs and certain others who had compromised with the British, but that does not speak for the whole community as such. I would like to recall the contribution of the community to the freedom struggle and fully support the resolution of Mr. Wahab that their due concessions must be given within a tie-bound frame. At this, I take this opportunity to recall certain facts. In Indian history records, we do not have any letter other than compromising Nawabs, and we will also have to leave Jinnah out of argument. I am talking of the nationalist Muslims who account for a vast majority from anybody who had offered his cooperation to the British. I would like to read out an extract from a letter of 26th July 1942 where Shyama Prasad Mukherjee wrote to the Governor Herbert of Bengal, I offer you my wholehearted cooperation. Today, this community is being put on defensive, but they did not ever ask for such pleas. We can quote the mercy plea of Mr. Savarkar, but only in the context of saying that there have been people in both communities who have thought differently. But the fact is, the entire community cannot be accused and cannot be put on the defensive. In Bengal and many other secular states of India, like in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, we have offered them full rights and we consider them to be a part of our national and regional traditions. So, there are states, but in the country as a whole, no one can deny that there is overall a pole of fear and terror against the Muslim community. They are our brothers, and you cannot go on splitting a nation into 40% versus the rest. You just cannot do it. You are playing a very dangerous game. If only a small part of it decides, very small fraction of this 14% of Indian population to behave differently, we will all be in a difficult position. I have worked in the administration. We have handled terrorism. We have handled regional agitations. We know how difficult it is. Do not invite it. Embrace them. Give them the reassurance that your leader has given recently. Make a firm promise that we shall fulfill all your demands to the extent of your percentage of population, and inshallah, if you can do better, so we do better. I fully support the resolution. Thank you, Johar Sarkar ji. Now, Shri Rakesh Sinha, not present, Dr. John Britus. Thank you very much, sir. It is a very important issue that has come up in the form of a resolution. I am glad that Mr. Abdul Wahab took the initiative of moving this resolution, though he was not very emphatic regarding the reasons why there has been a backwardness in the Muslim community as a whole in this country. Further, I echo the words of my friend, esteemed colleague Jawahar Sarkarji that he would have expected much more clarity in the words of Mr. Abdul Wahab. We all expected Mr. Abdul Wahab to ensure that the egalitarian example of Kerala is being quoted here to make sure that the people who are sitting there understand the real issues plaguing the Muslim community. I would never expect Mr. Abdul Wahab to play such parochial politics. And earlier, on a couple of occasions, he had even complimented Mr. Muralidharan and Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar being the ambassadors of Kerala. It is absolutely not the fact. In any case, I would appreciate the spirit behind this resolution and would come to the pertinent aspects of this resolution. The quality of the democracy in any society can be understood by the cardinal aspect of representation for different sections of the people. There lies the quality of democracy. When we talk about the Indian democracy, the gross deficiency that is being demonstrated in a humongous way is the lack of representation of minorities in the discourse of this country. This is where I wanted Mr. Abdul Wahab to emphasize. He should have cited the example of Kerala, where the minorities get ample representation in every vertical of the administration. He talked about the educational backwardness of the Muslim community. Certain figures and facts were cited here. I am so saddened to invite the attention of this august House to a particular incident with regard to hijab that was actually played in the politics of the nation. The students in Mangalore or Karnataka were prevented from wearing hijab in the name of ensuring secular dress code. Sir, this government has always been harping on the fact that they want to ensure that the minorities become part of the mainstream. What is the effect of it, sir? I would just tell you. What was the effect of such a hijab ban? More than a lakh Muslim girls backed out of government colleges in Karnataka alone, and if you look at the statistics. Stop.